They was like, Stacey Dash said that it shouldn't be no BET. Everybody should be Americans. And I was like, if she said that, then I feel like I agree with that, because it's only two type of people in life: real people and fake people.
Right.
They got these people talking about all black, man, Black Lives Matter, man, all lives matter.
Right.
Because most of the people that say this stuff, I'm going to say this, I've been a victim of police brutality.
Right.
Excuse me, I wasn't a victim of police brutality. I got my ass whooped
Right.
by the police before.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because I was belligerent.
Okay.
I was belligerent and I was conducting myself like a nigger.
Okay.
And when I say nigger, I don't mean that.
You mean ignorant.
I was conducting myself in an ignorant manner. I had no respect for myself. I had no respect for the authority that was talking to me. So I deserved what I got.
Right.
I'm a convicted felon. I get pulled over all the time. I'm a 2-time convicted felon.
Right.
And I've been arrested for aggravated charges. I have aggravated charges on my arrest record.
Okay.
And when I speak to these individuals with respect, I've never had a problem since I changed the way that I conducted myself.
Okay.
Never had a problem. So I don't feel like Black Lives Matter. I feel like all lives matter. I have to be restrained because I became verbally abusive and I became belligerent.
Yeah, but don't you think that Black Lives Matter isn't just talking about those type of arrests? They're also talking about the kids who are just walking up the street, the guys who are just jogging with the hoodie on, who get assaulted, arrested, shot.
Hold on. Let me show you something.
And I'm talking about people in general.
Look at me.
Okay.
Tattoos in my face.
Okay.
Teardrops in my face. Tattoos everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. All over me.
Right.
I'm talking about I fit the description. I fit the description.
Right.
But when I changed the way that I conduct myself, I've no longer had any problems. For the people that saying that they having problems, no disrespect to them. Because sometimes, they got some people they got police that's called sweaters.
Yeah.
They sweat for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's the way that you conduct yourself with authority.
Sorry to keep going in on this, but how you
I like it. We're having a debate.
Okay,
Keep
because how you
going.
conduct yourself now, you have to also keep in mind that you've kind of evolved as a person, as a rapper in your career. Your money got higher as well as you evolved. So you kind of learned with that. And not to mention, more people know who Kevin Gates is nowadays, whether you may think they know you or not.
In 2011, they didn't know who I was when I came home and I was sleeping on an air mattress in my mother's dining room in a shotgun house in Baton Rouge.
Right.
So I was still running around exercising, jogging in the morning through those same poverty-stricken areas.
Okay.
By myself jogging. I've been stopped.
Yeah.
Where you going, where you headed? I'm working out, officer. All right, man, you run around at nighttime, you make you think. It was the way that I conducted myself.
For jogging?
Yeah, I'd have been stopped for jogging. I'm really jogging.
But that in itself isn't the problem?
That was your ignorance. I can't get mad at you because of your ignorance. You don't know. You've been trained to feel like everything that's moving like this is up to no good.
But that's what the point of Black Lives Matter is.
He just finished breaking into a house. But all lives matter, baby.
I mean, well, that's the point of the campaign, All Lives Matter.
Yeah.
That you
if
can't
you want to be right, I agree with you.
No, I'm just trying to get down to the deep,
but
to the root of it.
A lot of people have never even been stereotyped like I have.
I
chose to take a conscious stand and say, I will not let the things around me mold me into something that I don't want to be.
Okay.
Now, if that's not a face palm, I don't know what is. I'm all for rappers using their microphone to express their opinions or create change. But some people should just shut the fuck up. If you're not knowledgeable about something, there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. If you don't fully know the ins and outs or the outs and ins of a situation, it's cool just not to speak on it. But, Kevin Gates, he came out here and basically said, first he contradicted himself because he said, oh, well, when I started conducting myself a certain way, I didn't experience, police brutality or, I wasn't racially profiled. But then he turned around at the end of the video and said I was harassed for wearing a hoodie, which is what the sister was trying to point out to him. Like, that's the fact of why we have groups like Black Lives Matter and people protesting against police brutality or them strictly judging people off of the way they look. Now, I feel like to a certain extent, we all have the right to, dress the way we want to dress. You know, one person might want to wear a polo shirt, okay, and khakis. Another person, you know, might want to wear something, you know, quote unquote urban, or, you know, with their hat to the back or whatever. We all have our own styles. Now, there is, you know, a certain dynamic when we have, you know, our young boys out here wearing these tight ass jeans or wearing blouses and shit like that. That's different. But as far as style, we all have different styles. You know, you can't really critique what somebody prefers to wear, because what's good for you might not be good for the next person. So when we take that logic, it's wrong for the police officer to say, okay, well, this black guy over here, you know, he's dressed like one of these rappers, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna harass him. And, you know, Kevin Gates, he's out here and he's searching for a nigga snack, because what's happened is that, you know, I remember when Kevin Gates first started, you know, he was independent. He had a little hit out there or whatever. It was black folks who were really his core audience. Now that he's came out here and kind of made this lane for himself through Instagram, and a lot of white folks have jumped on, you know, his whole music bandwagon. Now he wants to play, you know, the middle. He doesn't want to side too much with the black folks. He rather say, okay, well, you know, all lives matter, and when I stop doing this, or I quote unquote, you know, adapted on the Isaiah Washington bullshit, all of a sudden everything was cool, or, you know, I didn't experience any police brutality, or I wasn't judged or harassed simply because of the color of my skin or what I was wearing. And, you know, I'm tired of these Negroes coming out here thinking that if we switch up our attire, or we switch up the cars we drive, or we switch up the way we talk or the way we walk, all of a sudden, or we get a certain education, all of a sudden police brutality and us being judged and harassed is going to stop. And I don't know, you know, what these Negroes have to experience. I don't know if it's a nigga moment, or they gotta get their ass whooped in a tuxedo by the cops in order to realize that it's not particularly what you drive or what you wear, or quote unquote how you conduct yourself, that's going to change the way some of these racist ass people think out here. It's a system that's designed to target a certain group of people, and that's what these cats don't understand. But, you know, you can't tell them nothing, because they think they know everything, and they don't understand the system and the environment that we are living in, which is why we have groups like the Black Lives Matter group. But, you know, he'll learn. But when one of his family members get harassed by the cops, or, you know, he get his ass whooped again or harassed for wearing a hoodie or whatever he wears, I don't want to hear no, oh, the police attacked me or that. Because I know Kevin Gates. I know how he gets down. He's one of those guys that when something happens to him in his personal life, he's going to get on Instagram and, you know, make these silly ass videos and try to get people to jump on his bandwagon and feel sorry for him. I know what he does. So when that happens, and it will happen, I don't want to hear nothing from Kevin Gates. Remember, all lives matter. You know, it's all about conducting yourself and woo 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 woo. And, you know, as long as you talk to the white man in a respectful way, they'll respect you back. I don't want to hear nothing from Kevin Gates. And I don't want nobody to take my words as if I'm saying, you know, when you address a police officer, when you get in the company with a police officer, you're supposed to, you know, cuss them out, or, you know, use violent words towards them. I'm not saying that, but what I'm also pointing out is that don't think because you quote unquote change the way you talk, or you be respectful to a police officer, they're going to respect you, because that's incorrect. Because most black people, we know when we see them lights behind us, when we're in our vehicles, we know that it's a possibility some shit might jump off. Let's keep it real. How many of y'all been driving down the street and you hear that whoop whoop and you say shit? Now you cannot be doing nothing. You know, your task can be right. Maybe you made an illegal turn, or it could be something minor, or you didn't do anything at all. But the fact that the cops are behind you, and the historical background of things that have taken place because of just regular traffic stops, we have that paranoia with this, because we know at any given moment something can pop off, whether we did anything or not. And this is what, you know, these Negroes don't understand out here. Stop searching for a nigga snack, because in the eyes of these people, you will forever be a nigga. It doesn't matter how much money you got, or the way you talk, or what type of car you drive, or the way you dress. It's a bigger issue out here that needs to be addressed, and I'm tired of these Negroes out here tiptoeing around this shit. But I'm out, y'all.